The Lion and the Mouse, a story of unlikely grace. In the heart of a vast golden savanna, where acacia trees stood like silent sentinels and the wind whispered through tall grasses, ruled a lion of formidable presence. He was called Barfu, the one who thunders. His mane was like a firestorm, and his paws shook the earth. Animals across the plains both feared and respected him, for he was not only powerful, but wise in a way that only solitude can teach. Barfu lived alone, not because he was unkind, but because strength, it seemed, was a wall. And strength, he believed, needed no companion. One humid afternoon, as the sun painted long shadows across the plain, Barfu lay beneath the shade of a tamarind tree, dozing in the drowsy heat. That's when it happened. A tiny mouse, barely the size of Barfu's claw, scurried over his back, unaware of the massive beast beneath her. In one swift, drowsy reflex, the lion awoke and slammed a paw over her. Dust rose. Silence followed. "Who dares dance on my spine?" he growled, his voice like distant thunder. "Speak, or be swallowed by the earth." The mouse, trembling, looked up. I meant no harm, O king. I sought only a path home. Please, mighty Barfu, spare me." The lion tilted his head, amused. "You are nothing but a breath in the grass. Why should I let you go?" The mouse swallowed hard. Because even the smallest creature may one day help the greatest." Barfu chuckled, not unkindly. "Such arrogance in a pebble. Very well. Run home with your courage intact." And with a flourish, he lifted his paw and let her go. The mouse vanished into the brush like a thought forgotten. Days turned into weeks. Rain clouds gathered and fell. The land grew lush and green again. And Barfu, the untouchable king, continued his solitary rule. Then came the day the hunters arrived. Their traps were silent things, metal snares hidden among leaves, designed not to wound, but to hold. Barfu, curious and unaware, stepped into one. The world snapped. Cables wrapped around his legs and chest. He roared, but his cries scattered only birds. No creature dared approach. He struggled for hours. The ropes cut deeper. The weight of his own breath grew heavier. And just as dusk began to whisper its goodbyes to the sky, a rustle came from the bush. It was her. The mouse, her eyes wide but brave, approached. Without a word, she began to gnaw. Rope by rope, thread by thread. The lion watched in stunned silence. "Why would you help me?" he asked hoarsely. She paused only briefly. "Because once, you let kindness live." Hours passed. The last strand fell. Barfu, free but weak, looked down at her in a way he'd never looked at anyone before. "Your teeth did what my claws could not," he said quietly. "You have given me something I had forgotten." The power of mercy returned. From that day on, the lion no longer ruled in solitude. Beneath his throne tree, there was always a little space, hollowed in the earth, where the mouse sat in safety. They did not speak often. They did not need to. Their bond was not built from words. It was built from grace. Moral? Even the smallest being carries a gift the mighty may one day need. Kindness does not measure itself in size, but in sincerity. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. ALP Academy, learn lightly, grow deeply.